After my weekly afternoon rap battle with the president of Mars this Friday, I went to have a cup of tea with my friend John Lovell. I met him in a dream 10 years ago today. He spoke to me in words that I can't remember, and yet they still haunt me to this day. I hadn't seen him in a couple of months, and he had grown tremendously. His eyes still had that youthful glow, but there was a wisdom behind them. His smile showed the pain that he had endured, but also the happiness that persisted. We talked for hours and hours, catching up and talking about the world and everything in it. It was good to see my old friend again, but before we left, he lowered his head a bit. I asked him what was wrong, and he said,
What psychocognitive processes are transpiring in the mind of Smiler from the Galactic Emmy Award-winning 2017 Sony Picture Entertainment film, The Emoji Movie?
Well, I'm here to answer that. Smiler Despacito Emoji's son is an enigmatic character, in that we are given very few glimpses into her mind or her past. I believe this was an artistic decision by the directors of the Emoji Movie to emphasize how smiles, and therefore happiness, is hard to understand at times. You don't think it, you feel it. Anyway, here is what we do. She has an obsessive need to always be happy. Think of her like Glinda the Good Witch, but 10 times worse, and without the weird green friend. This overly optimistic, positive attitude could be said to be characteristic of mania.
I am so angry! I really need to stay happy. Can we please lighten the mood?
No one can resist una fiesta!
Ole!
She wants to have control over everything, and keeping the populace in line, even resorting to violence to achieve that goal, much like a certain other character, but in an even more intellectually intriguing style. Lastly, she is trying to stop Textopolis from being destroyed.
Right. Hashtag truth.
Well, the only thing that could ever make me unhappy is if one of our emoji team made a mistake, which caused Alex to lose faith in the phone. Oh. And then our whole world gets wiped out. If we could delete this malfunction before his appointment, they'll discover there's nothing wrong with the phone.
It would be easy to label her as a manic, obsessive, controlling person, but that last one doesn't seem so bad, does it? Protecting her world, her people, her home? After Gene's malfunctioning, instead of sacrificing himself to prevent God Emperor Alex from genociding their entire race, he goes on a selfish quest of self-preservation. He is so selfish that he is willing to risk the lives of everyone he's ever known. So then, is Gene the antagonist of the story? Well, Gene isn't the one trying to destroy the world, right? That horror goes to Alex. But why does Alex do that? Because of Allie McAllister. Alex is such a nice guy, and yet she continually rejects his advances, which is outrageous to say the least. She's probably dating some guy named Chad instead of an awesome gamer guy like Alex. Veronica, please date me, I swear. I'll do anything. Gamers rise up. But she is not the one destroying the emoji world. No, that is the Apple Store employee. Apple has long been the center of controversy for its corporate greed, and therefore it should come as little surprise that they would be willing to destroy countless universes within their phones because it serves their capitalist agenda. So is Apple the enemy? No, it is the capitalist society we live in. That is the message of the Emoji Movie, my comrades. We must rise up against our capitalist oppressors. Every day we stay complacent, millions more will die. Come now, my comrades, let us seize the means of production. Let us fight for our right to work. Let us return Mother Russia to its former glory. So how does that sound for an answer, John?